private organization, if we talk about 1.8 million drug users in the country, 0.6% or roughly, let's round it up to 1%, no? 1% of 1.8 million would be how many?
180.
Around 18,000. Yeah, 18,000 individuals. So 18,000 individuals needs to be in rehabilitation centers. Huh? So even if we use PDEA data, as I mentioned earlier, according to PDEA, according to their estimates, we have around 3 to 3.7 million users in the country. Now, 1% of 3.7 million would be 37,000. No? So 37,000 is the number of individuals that we need to have in our rehab centers. Unfortunately, our rehabilitation centers can only accommodate around 10,000 individuals. Now, all 44 treatment and rehabilitation centers operated by the government and the private sector can only accommodate around 10,000 individuals. So we still have a gap. No, around we still need to construct facilities for 27,000 Filipinos, no, nationwide. Okay. Now, out of that number, so if we talk about 1.8 drug users nationwide and 1% would go to inpatient rehab programs, around 2 to 10% is estimated to be requiring an outpatient program. So 1% would require an inpatient program, 2.2 to 10% would require an outpatient program. No? But what about the rest? Okay. But what about the rest? The 90%, what would they require? They would only require community-based treatment and rehab. No? And earlier when I came in, I heard our MC mentioned several programs, church-based programs, testimonials coming from previous drug dependents, and they can all be used, no, as far as community-based treatment and rehab is concerned. And we will be discussing that in the next presentation. Question, please. The four acceptable treatment and rehab modalities. Number one, ma'am, is the Therapeutic Community Program. It's a structured program designed to inculcate behaviors, no, utilizing the drug dependents as a community. So they are answerable to each other, no? And it's a structured program from the moment they wake up until the time they go to sleep. They have activities lined up for them, including behavioral interventions, counseling, individual group counseling, and even family programs. The second one would be the Minnesota model. I think you're all familiar with the 12 steps based programs. It was used by Narcotics Anonymous, and they try to gather at least 10 to 12 persons, and they discuss their own issues in these gatherings. And based from the sharings, no, of each individual, they learn and they guide each other. They have a big brother in that setting. The third one is a faith-based program. Faith-based programs can be a structured program or heavily dependent on moral values. And CCF, it was mentioned earlier, Pastor Tony, no? He used to be a drug dependent himself, and he will be discussing with you the 12-session module faith-based program later. And the fourth one would be a combination, a mix of all the three. So they try to get one component from each of the modality and they turn it into a program. So those are the four that are currently accepted, ma'am. Any other questions before we proceed?